show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Now here's Young. Last game he had 28 points. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
Well, the league has put an emphasis. Down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Kings trail by 12. SGA deciding where to go with it. Pass to Tomljanovic. Rebound Buffalo. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Sacramento this season.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level. He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside, SGA. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And a miss there on the triple. Kings trail by 12. And there's the screen. To the middle. Tipped. Porter with it. He's got 9. From behind the arc. Harvey pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Tomljanovic. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Buffalo leading by 12. Here's Niang. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
It's good.
A 6'6" playmaker, SGA has a great view of the floor.
And Buffalo shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers. Throw it down on the lob.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Right wing, the 3-ball. Fleming, no good.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Porter. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got 11 points.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Tomljanovic. Rebound Buffalo. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. Never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Fleming. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Tomljanovic. He's guarded by Porter. Inside. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing. Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And so it's Buffalo looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back after this word. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, let's give a quick breakdown of the game we've seen from Buffalo.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
They've got Cunningham, and it's Niang in a shooting guard. And for the Kings, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Topic, and it's Lambier in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And so here's Buffalo. The Kings getting their last shot to go. Young looking around. From the high post. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Tomljanovic. Off the mark there with a three.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Kings trail by 15. To the inside. Here's Lambier. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 3 assists now in this one. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Cunningham on the wing. 14 points for him last game against Philadelphia. 5 on the clock. Here's Young. And it's Young again missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Cunningham, right side. And Young slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Pass to Lambier. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Sacramento shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
For the Kings, Bill Lambier, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And he buries his first look.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight. Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Sacramento shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Buffalo making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. And the free throw, no good.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
The shot won't fall. Good D by SGA. Kings trail by 11. Fleming. No good on the triple.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Porter with a screen on SGA. And then Porter with the dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Now a timeout by Sacramento. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander, 5 points in the game. To the paint. Pass to Laimbeer. 4 on the clock. And another miss by Sacramento. And it's Porter with the ball for Buffalo. They led the game at 1 point by 20. That'll conclude their longest homestand of the season. 5 games.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now here's Porter. 13 points in the game. Yep, count it. Porter's got 15 points.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Pass to Laimbeer. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
From the arc. That one is off. Kings trail by 13. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Fleming. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Outside Porter. Goodrich, the pass to Young. The bank shot, no good.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Here's Shepherd. He's got 5. Lets it go from 14. Rebound Buffalo. Porter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Goodrich. Buffalo passing it around. No good with the triple.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Porter with the steal. Down low. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Shepherd. Now here's SGA. Clock at 6. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And it's Shepherd missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The kick out to Young. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Buffalo leading by 12. Time called here. Buffalo wants to talk it over. Latest update on All-Star voting. Not much time left. Only a couple more days to cast your ballot.
Oh, it's coming down to the wire. Some of these players are sweating it out.
The fans have pushed him into the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I'm glad they have. This is a guy who deserves to be up there with the rest of those names.
We'll be sure to update you as we continue to get results. And so here's Buffalo. Pass to Niang. Here's Mayo. Right side, Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Weaver. Off target from outside. Kings trail by 12. Here's Fleming. Give him 8 points now. Inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The three, and his fifth make of the game in 12 attempts.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he lobs it up top. Fires for three. That shot off. Buffalo leading by 10. Here's Mayo. No points so far. On the wing, Porter. 5 to shoot. He gets it in there. And Buffalo leads by 12.
Now that was a clever adjustment. That was a tough shot.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
Fleming, no good.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Niang outside. To the inside. Here's Porter. Deflected. A minute 50 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Harvey. Here's Fleming. Launches it. No good. To the middle. Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got 8 points here in the quarter.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Shepherd. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Harvey. Takes a three. Rebound Buffalo. Porter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. To the left wing. Here's Mayo. No good on the three. Kings trail by 14. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Fleming. Fires the three. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Take your 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
He hits the second from the line. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. And so Porter will bring it up for Buffalo. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Young. The rebound by Shepherd. Kings trail by 12. Here's Fleming. He's got 13. Out to the right wing. 14 feet away. That shot off the mark. And so it's Buffalo now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points already or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for Buffalo.
Hey, living in the paint is good living. Take it from me.
Yeah, this team doesn't settle. They're aggressive and they're physical. It's impressive to watch.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian